What up, guys? Back for video 3 of the Legacy Builder video series. Yeah, let's just take a moment to enjoy the waves and the wind. And remember that day when you're on the beach and you'll realize, like, oh, this is the day that I prayed about. This is the day that I was dreaming of. You feel the sand between your toes and the waves are crashing. I love that cool wind. I love the refreshing wind that sometimes just comes in off the water, and you can kind of just lean against the wind, feel like you're weightless. And in this moment, I am happy. Yes. Oh yeah, that's where we're going, you guys. Legacy builders, legacy builders. So yeah, you're a transitional character. If you're like me, you're wanting to see patterns, see habits, and then create a new conscious pattern that's living like you're living consciously. You're living presently in the moment. Like you are living your way of being that you have defined for yourself in advance, right? Like I am exactly the same every day. I am the person I want to be. And here we are. Here we are together. So thanks for joining me and being a part of this video. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. Let's cut it. Let's cut into it. Are you a toxic parent? Are you? Are you a toxic parent? Did you maybe you had a toxic parent? Are you a victim of a toxic parent? Well, now that you mention it, I'm not a toxic parent myself, but ha 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 ha. Oh, I am the victim of a toxic parent indeed. Ha ha. Well, great. That means you're a transitional character, and that means you're a legacy builder, in my opinion, because like once we know better, we do better. So like when we become aware of these patterns and how they play out generationally, then we're on track to creating a new pattern. We're on track to building a strong foundation for our students. I'm sorry, students, children and students, mental health, right? Social emotional health. Kids need emotional fitness. Kids need physical fitness. Some of y'all are out there thinking, well, yeah, middle school sucked for me, but I was tough. We got through it. Well, you may be right. You might be right. And I agree. I don't disagree with you. But however, the world that current middle schoolers are living in is not the middle school you went to. Okay. I just want you to know it's not the same middle school experience that it was 20 years ago, or even probably 5 years ago, right? Like things changed, especially with these suckers. Boom. With that right there. I'm a little more country than that. But hey, whatever you went through, it's just a part of your story. And the obstacles that we overcome, the challenges that we get through, that builds our character. That makes you stronger. Our struggles strengthen us, okay? Yeah. I stand before you as proof that, like, just don't give up. Hold on a little longer. What don't kill you only makes you stronger. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. It is. It might not happen in this lifetime, right? Like it can't happen against your will. This is a free will planet. You're gonna have to choose it. But if you don't choose it in this lifetime, it's still gonna happen for you. it'll happen for you in the next lifetime. So have peace. It's fine. No matter what, it'll be okay. Yeah. And if you're not the transitional character, maybe your kids will be. So it's kind of up to you. But if you're one of those people that want to create an atmosphere of empowerment around your family and protection, an atmosphere of protection around your family, and keeping darkness away from vulnerable minds, innocent little children. And yeah, there's a couple different kinds of toxic parents that I want to talk about just for a quick minute. So yeah, there is the obvious negligent parent. This is a parent who is not providing compassion or discipline, right? So there's no structure, and also there's no compassion for the child. That's a negligent parent. Toxic, bad, not good, okay? But there's another kind of toxic parent that I'm going to call the overloving parent, right? And this kind of overloving parent has a whole lot going on in here. But the overloving parent is someone, oh Lord, what did I get myself into? Okay, hold on. Yeah, overloving parent their love may not feel like love to their kids. Okay, now I'll say this: your job is not to make your kids your friends. Like if your kids are your friends when they're grown, good job, you did it. If your goal is to make your 6-year-old or your 5-year-old your friend, can't please them. Okay, they're not ready. They're not ready yet. They still are developing and learning and understanding their own self and how they work, right? And if you told me, hey, you can just eat ice cream and cookies every meal your whole life, when I was 6, like, how do you think that would affect me? How do you think that's going to change my path? Okay, so the point I'm making is, on some level, the overloving parent, well, the fully empowered PhD parent, that's you, the fully empowered PhD parent, has discipline and compassion, right? So I'm talking, okay, if you need a little more of a clear example, there's like military moms, very structured, discipline, duty, service, okay? And then over here we have the free spirit mom, free, flowing, oh, let's paint, boom, glass of wine, whatever, maybe not, I don't know, sorry for judging, right? But where's the person who has both of those things and they sort of therefore average in the middle? Like you gravitate to the middle, but you are able to balance those extremes in your own life, okay? That's who I would call a PhD parent, because you're just kind of, you're flowing, you take it as it comes, but you also know, oh, here's where I need to draw a line in the sand. Here's where I need to put my foot down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so the overloving parent can also look like a helicopter mom, right? Like a helicopter mom is one who thinks safety is the most important thing and thinks that risk is evil and that like boo-boos are bad, right? And so they don't let their kids, they basically bubble wrap their kids, and they don't let their kids like jump off the coffee table or hurt themselves or like figure out things for themselves. They just have to trust mom that the world's not safe and the world's scary. And so helicopter moms also do things for their children they should do for themselves, right? This is the kind of parent that's still wiping butts on 8 and 9-year-olds. Now, don't get me wrong. Every kid is a unique, one-of-a-kind gift from God. So, of course, I'm not speaking to you specifically if you know, no, like you're right. I'm wrong. All that I'm saying is the difference between an overloving parent and a PhD parent is that PhD parents allow their children to develop their skills and abilities as they go. And instead of being a parent that's controlling until they're 18, and then they get out of the house and they go wild, and then people wonder like, Oh, why are they not good decision makers? I'm a good decision maker. Like, yeah, well, did you let them make decisions or did you make all their decisions for them? Right? Like, this is a process of character building. You need to be teaching them decision making, but not like teaching it. Life is the teacher. Okay. Life is the teacher. You're just allowing life to create teachable moments for your family through this shared discovery. Okay. Because if you can just let your kid jump off the coffee table one time and they're like, ow, my ankle or whatever. And then you're like, well, what happened? Okay, listen, really. Okay. And that hurt you? Hmm. Okay. Do you think that was a good decision? Yeah, probably not. You're right. It's probably not good to jump off the coffee table, but you seem okay. So, yeah, when we know better, we do better. So we just learn. We learn, we grow. So, yeah, if you're a helicopter parent, I love you. I just want you to know, I want you to understand that your child has to learn to make decisions for themselves. And like for me, I'm going through this struggle right now. Well, not really, but my 6 year old she would like you to brush her teeth if you will do that for her. Right. And hey, that's life. Like sometimes we want people to help us out with things. And it's also compassion. That's where it flows, right? Like don't be so structured and so disciplined that you don't show your kids any compassion. You're just cold. Like mindset coaches, how they're just like, yeah, bad shit happened to you. Just get over it. Go do the thing. Go do the thing. And then that's it. You got this. Like ignore your past. That'll slow you down. No, no, no. We're raising whole people. We are whole people. If you can't treat them as a child, as a whole and complete person, hello, they're not going to believe that about themselves. And so they won't build the appropriate boundaries. They won't understand their own motivations. They won't understand how to find happiness for themselves. So I just want to tell you right now, if you stayed this long in the video and you are a legacy builder and a transitional character for your family, I want to tell you this. You are a whole and complete person. And the darkness of this place doesn't have to get inside of you. So yeah, sing your own song, find your voice. The goal is to bring balance. Balance is a verb, okay? There's no formula, there's no script. You're going to have to watch and learn. Life is the best teacher. Like experience is the best teacher. I love you. There's other forms of toxic parents, but I'm not going to get into it today. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you go do the things this week to start to show an interest in your family. Actively engage them. Listen. Be a good listener, an active listener. And when they tell you something, write it down or remember it. Like if they matter to you, they matter to you. If they're a priority to you, it shows, right? Like love looks like something, people. It looks like something. Okay. Last thing I want to say, love is a skill. Love is a skill. People are like, oh, I fell in love. Really? Well, you'll fall out of love that easy too, then. Believe it or not, right? But if you understand the art of loving, if you understand that love is a skill and that you must cultivate your capacity to love, to feel love, oh boy, let's go. Now we're building legacies. Now you're creating your character in a way where your children, by default, will have a new, strong foundation for their mental health. They will have a better and better life than you had. They will. Every day it's going to get better and better. I believe that. I know that. Every day it's going to get better and better for you. Okay? Don't give up. Hold on a little longer. What don't kill you only makes you stronger.